Hey guys, today I'm going to show you a video on how to find area of rectangles. I'm going to be very picky on the work that you show because we're going to get to harder problems after spring break. So I'm going to show you a couple examples today in this video. You should have the piece of paper on the screen in front of you. If you notice on it, there are 10 boxes. And the worksheet that you're going to get shortly only has 9 questions. So at the top of this page, first thing I want you to do is write your name at the top so that it's there when you turn it in at the end of the class period. Then it says, for each problem, write the formula, substitute in the given information, and solve. You may have to do scratch work out to the side. So I want you to circle this so that you do not forget that to get full credit on this assignment, you have to show all work. Once you have that written, I want you to flip to the back side and go to box number 10. We are going to do our first example in box 10. So I found one online. Let's look at this problem right here. Okay, it says, what is the area of this rectangle? It says area of a rectangle. So I'm going to go back to the work page. The first thing you're going to do is write down the formula. The formula for area of a rectangle is A equals length times width. Area is equal to length times width. Next step, it says substitute in the information. So when I go back here, sometimes it gives me the length, sometimes it gives me the width, sometimes it will give me the area. Get rid of that add. Okay, in this one it gives me the length and the width of 2/3 of an inch and 1/2 an inch. So I'm going to go back to my work page. I don't know area, so I'm going to leave it as A equals, my length is 2/3, my width, I already forgot, is 1/2. So 2/3 times 1/2. Now we have to remember our rule for multiplying fractions is we multiply straight across. I'm going to actually work this one twice because there's a trick on this one too that we can use if you remember it. So if I multiply straight across, I'm going to change colors here for my answer. 2 times 1 is 2. 3 times 2 is 6. Remember, anytime we have a fraction for our answer, we need to simplify it. On this assignment, if you do not simplify, you will lose 1/4 of a point. Okay, so 2 goes into both 2 and 6, so I'm going to simplify both of those by 2. Copy down my A equals. My best final answer is 2 divided by 2 is 1. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Since the label is inches, it would be inches squared. Best and final answer. Now, if you remember, when we learned about this, we said sometimes you can cross cancel and reduce diagonally. So if we look here, there was a 2 and a 2. If I mark those out, the only thing left on top is a 1, which is my answer, my numerator in my answer. And the only thing left on the bottom is a 3. So if you would like to cross cancel and are comfortable doing that, that is always a possibility. Okay, so number 10, the answer is 1/3. When you are finished with this assignment, you will finish it in class tomorrow. You will enter your answers on Edulastic. To enter these answers, see if I can get a cursor down here. To enter these answers, you would just hit like 1/3 in Edulastic. If you have a mixed number, just because I'm typing, let's say 4 1/5, you'd hit 4 space 1/5. It does tell you that at the top of the Edulastic assignment, but I wanted to make sure you heard it also. Okay, so mixed number is whole number, space, fraction. Now we're going to do one more example down at the bottom of this page. Let me scroll up a little bit. So you can just call it example 2. And I'm going to pull up a different one. We are now going to focus on this problem. Oops, let me get my pen. This problem over here. Okay. Again, it is a rectangle, so we're going to start by writing our formula of a rectangle. And I know this seems like a silly step, but later on, writing the formula will greatly benefit you. Okay, A equals length times width. Go back. My length is 1.5, my width is 3 1/4, and it does not matter which of those you put first. So 1.5, 3 1/4 are my numbers that I'm going to substitute in. 1 1/2 times 3 1/4. You always copy down your A equals. Each of these lines are congruent, or not congruent, are equal to each other. They're all equivalent. Now we have to remember how to multiply mixed numbers, and the answer is we don't. We convert them to improper fractions, and then we multiply our fractions. So to change a mixed number to an improper fraction, we do the wheel. So we will do times, plus. Ooh, that's ugly. So then we have A equals 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. So we have 3 over 2 plus 4 times 3 is 12, plus 1 is 13 over 4. And that should be a times sign in the middle. So our problem is 3/2 times 13/4. I look diagonally. There's nothing I can cross cancel on this one. So I'm going to multiply straight across. Just going to go down here. A equals 3 times 13. If you don't know that 3 times what it is, you might have to go out to the side and do some algorithm. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 1 is 3. So my numerator is going to be 39. 2 times 4 is 8. Remember, on this assignment, to get full credit, you have to have the best final answer. An improper fraction is never the best final answer. So we will have to divide this one out. 39 divided by 8. 8 goes into 39 4 times. 4 times 8 is 32. Subtract and I get 7. So my remainder is my numerator. My denominator stays the same. 4 7/8. I need to go back and look at my label. Is feet. So my label will be square feet, or I write it as feet squared. That is the best and final answer. And then when you are finished with the whole assignment, to type that into Edulastic, you would do 4 space 7/8. The last thing I want you to make note of on this piece of paper is draw a star down at the bottom by your example and write in enter answers in Edulastic. And you will do that when you are finished with the entire assignment before you leave school tomorrow. What you're going to do now is the worksheet is going to be passed out to you. It looks like this. Let me get it pulled up. Okay, it looks like this. And you have 9 problems to do. Remember to give your answer in the best, simplest form. There are 9 boxes on your paper. All of these boxes should be filled in when you're done. You may need a piece of loose leaf for some of your scratch work. If you have enough room in the boxes, that's fine. If you need loose leaf, you will just staple that to your work page when you turn it in. And again, when you are finished with these 9 problems, when you're finished with the 9 problems, you will staple your work page to this. You will enter your answers on Edulastic, and then you will be done. Okay, guys, have a good day.